Welcome back to Rockies franchise. This is the postseason. In the NLDS, we're going to take on the Miami Marlins. It'll be Bryce Miller against Robbie Snelling, projected in Game 1. We will go to Miami at some point in this series, and may even come back to Colorado, provided it goes that long. It's a first to three, best of 5. So first to 3 wins moves on to the NLCS. We'll play, if we win, the winner of Pittsburgh and Chicago. And the Pirates are not the Pirates that you're thinking of. And we may even preview them more if we actually make it this far. But they've added a lot of talent. Bo Bichette, William Contreras. Connor Griffin is an 88 overall now. They have Brian Reynolds, of course, still. Termarr Johnson is good at hitting. They drafted Elliot Nicholas, who's good. They bring in Cole Reagans, Nico Horner. Of course, they have Yanquiel Fernandez, and he's actually developing now that he's not a Rocky, of course. This is only 16 games, so don't freak out, but that's an 1,100 OPS. After a 368 OPS with us in 4 games, and I mean, he's a little bit better. Maybe we gave up on Yanquiel too early, but we've got better options, potentially, right? Our outfield is absolutely stacked, featuring guys like Charlie Condon, and in the future, Robert Calaz, Horace Mora, quickly becoming a fan favorite on the channel. Ray Valdez may even come up at some point. But left field is stacked with Evan Carter and Darren Pryor. Super excited for this postseason run. We, of course, are taking on the Miami Marlins, and the Marlins are a team that it feels like they shouldn't be here, but when they made a trade sending Sandy Alcantara to Boston, they got back one of the best prospects in baseball, and he has certainly developed into a 5-tool player. Roman Anthony is a 92 overall. Noble Meyer has developed, as has Thomas White. They've got a bunch of young talent. I mean, look at their top-rated players. They're all under or at 25 years old or younger. Yuri Perez, 25. Starlin Cabo, who really is not much of a hitter, but a great defender. Man, this is a really, really interesting team. And I know Connor Norby is an unbelievable player. We're going to jump in here. Marlins, Rockies. Rocktober is here. And we're going to see if we can come out victorious in Game 1. Of course, with it being Rocktober, we are rocking the black uniforms, if we could ever get to them. And that's the Rocktober tradition. So we'll see if we can beat the Marlins. We know they've got some talent, and this is just a young team that appears to be coming into their own. This is the lineup you're going to see against them. Ellie's moved down. He just hasn't been great this year. There's no way around it. We traded for him, and we were super disappointed with what has proven to be the worst year of his career by kind of a wide margin that also was plagued by injury. Samuel Basayo fully healthy. Horace Mora with some power at the bottom of the lineup. Claudio Portillo is up for the playoffs. Evan Carter not playing against the lefty. So Darren Pryor getting the start in left field. Rookie season in 2029, he played a decent bit for us. Never really found his footing. I'm hoping he can come alive for the playoffs and be a big reason why we win this series and move on to the NLCS. The bottom of their lineup is stacked, by the way. Josh Naylor, Tyler O'Neill, Gabby Moreno's even hitting quite well. They have Tommy Troy playing right field. But the fact that we didn't even talk about Josh Naylor or Tyler O'Neill with some of their best players should show you this is a sneaky good lineup, a sneaky good team, one that is absolutely capable of knocking us out of the playoffs as we have the flyover here in the NLDS. I'm really excited to see who the postseason heroes end up being. Last year, Jesus Luzardo was the most dominant postseason pitcher of all time. We have not seen that this past season. Jock Peterson had maybe the best World Series game of all time. Multiple home runs, even more extra base hits, more runs batted in than you could even imagine in one game. He's not on this team. So, we are different, but we are back in the World Series, trying to win it all. We traded for an ace, Bryce Miller, and we'll see if he can lead us to a World Series. We've got a long way to go before that happens, as Kaba chases a sinker high out of the zone. Remember, this is not really a great hitter, even though he's in the leadoff spot. So this is somebody we want to pitch to. We do not want to put him on base for free. This needs to be an out, and it is. Bryce Miller throws a fastball right by him. And that is a good start. I mean, it wasn't really anything fancy here. Just a heater, kind of like a little bit up in the zone. Just challenged him and threw it right by him. As that brings up Otto Lopez, and that is not where you want the sweeper. Hanging over the heart of the plate. It's going to be a one-out double, maybe even more if we take a minute to get to this, but Condon does eventually track it down. And that's been the problem with the sweeper with a lot of our starters, whether it's Bryce Miller or Jorge Santana. We can't seem to be able to locate that pitch exactly where we want it. And it hangs over the heart of the plate a lot as Xavier Edwards is red hot, and that's going to continue. He's going to hit the sweeper. Drops down into center for a single, and that will score the run. Marlins on the board in the first. Edwards has been red hot this playoffs. Big part of their wild card win. And he's not going to stop. This is also black on black uniform matchup. This is awful. But this is what we're dealing with. It is a travesty, and I do apologize. But there's nothing we can do about it now. Runner takes off. Basayo doesn't nearly have time to gun him down, but the batter is out. Another strikeout for Bryce Miller. And we need to lean on this fastball a little bit more. Now, that was Bryce Miller's claim to fame a couple of years ago. This year, in 2025 in real life, completely dead fastball. But here, he strikes out 3 Marlins with it. Edwards did get Miami on the board, though. Little bloop single. Just not really much you can do there. And we will try to face their ace, Robbie Snelling, getting the start. 4 ERA. But the lefty does have some pretty good stuff. And we'll see if we can get to him. Marlins got one early. We need to answer early. No, Joe won't. Rolls over on the heater. Luis Garcia was such a great free agent signing for us. I'm actually happy we missed out on Ozzie Albies in that free agent period, because we never would have got Luis Garcia if we brought in Ozzie Albies. And I think Garcia has actually been a much better player than Ozzie Albies over that period here in Rockies franchise. So it's not something I am even regretting for a moment. Garcia's been incredible, and he's been so clutch. Anytime we need a big hit, Luis Garcia's right there, shooting one into the gap in left center, pulling a homer out. He's just been really an incredible player. Super excited we brought him in, and maybe he's the postseason hero this time around. Not this AB, though. Gets jammed on the heater. Flies out to left. And maybe Charlie Condon can do something. The numbers were not amazing. He did hit close to 20 home runs, but the OPS was sub 700. So it was pretty much a home run or nothing. And right now it's going to be nothing, as Robbie Snelling is doing a good job getting the fastball by us. And we're not really able to pull anything in that first inning. See if Bryce Miller can get back on track. I mean, the first inning really wasn't too bad. Just made a mistake with a sweeper. And then a bloop single ended up scoring the run, obviously. But this four-seam fastball is cooking Marlins hitters. 4 strikeouts already for Bryce. And I'm thinking that we need to completely lean on his best pitch. Ignore the sweeper almost completely. And just go fastball, fastball, fastball until they can prove they can hit it. Tyler O'Neill showed that he's ready for it. But can he hit it if it's out of the zone? Or at the top of the zone? O'Neill down looking. 5 Ks now for Miller. I mean, this fastball is just cooking. It's a shame we even tried to throw anything else. Count 2-1 to Gabby Moreno. 2-2. And you know what pitch it's going to be here. Strike 3. Moreno frozen by the fastball. Oh my goodness. Bryce is dialed in. Is that all 6 outs via the punch out? I think it might be. Tovar hitting cleanup against the lefty Snelling. He had a much better offensive year than I think any year in Rockies franchise so far. I'm excited to see what he can do in the playoffs. And maybe leaning into one wouldn't be the worst idea. Here's the 2-2 in inning number 2. And that fastball is driven fairly deep to left center field. A lot of hang time. Could be a can of corn for the center fielder, and it is. Tracked down just in front of the wall by Roman Anthony. I mean, Tovar gave it a ride. Hit it hard, but unfortunately just underneath it. But that's the first good swing we've had on a fastball. Just need to, do that a little bit more. We will figure it out. Robbie Snelling is good, but he's not a legit ace. And Darren Pryor showing that as he'll also rip a fastball into center field, but right at Roman Anthony. Hardest contact of the game against Robbie Snelling. We are going to be able to hit him. It's just a matter of time. We are on the heater now. Guys are seeing it a little bit better. And Ellie De La Cruz stays back in the changeup. Gets that right back up the middle. There we go. No hitters over. A lot of lefties still in this lineup. Ellie's obviously a real threat to go. And that would have been a really good pitch to run on. Here's the 2-1. Obvious hitters count. There goes Ellie. It was another great pitch to run on. Ellie swipes second, and a single will definitely score him from second base. Not really trying to swipe third, just trying to get a base hit. Extend this inning. 3-1. Fastball. Basayo was trying to hit a 10-run home run with that swing. It's not possible, Sam. Maybe dial it back. Try to just get a base hit here. Ooh, good changeup. Lefty from Snelling. Typically wouldn't see a changeup there, but that was a good time to throw, and we were fooled. And saw it again. No, it's a two-seamer. Basayo stayed on it. Drives it to left center. We're tied in Colorado. Samuel Basayo with a 2-out double. Maybe could have even been 3 had we known the throw was going to be so off the mark. But that's what we needed. I told you we were seeing him a little bit better. And that was actually a two-seam fastball, which had, that changeup type action running away from the hitter. But it was just a fastball that stayed kind of down the middle. It was just a worse four-seamer. It wasn't, off-speed enough to be the change. And it didn't have enough true movement. So that just stayed middle, and that's just too easy for Samuel Basayo. As Mora gets jammed on the heater, and that'll end the threat. But we have tied it in Denver, courtesy of our slugging backstop, Samuel Basayo. Tommy Troy has not been out in this postseason run for Miami, and that's going to change. It's the first hitter to not strike out when getting out. Obviously, they've had a couple of hits. But the first hitter to actually make an out by not striking out. Back up to Starlin Caba. That's a fastball down the middle. Mora going back. This is going to be a tough play to make, and it goes over his head and will one hop over the fence. And the fastball has been cooking, but when it's right down the middle, even Starlin Caba can hit it. Really awful location. And here's Otto Lopez. It's not missed with the sweeper. Ball's hit. Not as well as it would appear. Easy out for Pryor. We even need to show anything else? We've just been throwing fastballs the entire game. Splitter misses. And you will get some fastballs to hit. Edwards ready for it. Pulled deep to right field. Just foul. A few feet away from being a 3-1 game. Here's a 3-2. Splitter strikes him out. That's how close it can be, man. Nearly a 2-run homer. Instead, end of the inning, he's walking back to the dugout disappointed. Let's take this lead. Felnine Celestin wasn't really a great offensive producer, but wasn't really an everyday player most of the time. And honestly, he kind of impressed me. So he was someone that I think we could definitely look to develop. And that changeup is tough. He's a good defender. But the bat, obviously, still developing. But it's not bad to have Luis Garcia DH and then Celestin play second. It's just tough to find a role because he's really more of a shortstop. And it's tough for him to play shortstop when Ezequiel Tovar is healthy. But I thought, for the most part, he did a pretty good job filling in as Nolan Jones works a one-out walk to bring up Luis Garcia, who is ahead of the changeup. That is such a tough pitch. 1-2. Show me a big breaking ball. Nojo takes off. Fastball high. Nojo swipes second. You know, not really the pitch you want to be running on. It was a fastball way up. That's a good pitch for the catcher to throw on, but one-hopped it, and Nojo takes second. Luis Garcia is a great clutch hitter, so we love getting Nojo in a scoring position and unlocking Luis Garcia's full potential. But you got a two-seam fastball down the middle, and I mean, I don't know if he got jammed on it. Good timing. Just an easy fly out to center. It looked like maybe it was either off the end of the bat or up the handle, because that is a pretty terrible contact. Here's Condon. Jumps out of the way of a curveball. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts last game, but that was a while ago. That was the last game he played the regular season. This is our first game of playoff baseball, obviously. Condon with a dribbler up the middle. It's going to be tough to score on these Marlins with ground balls because their infield defense is so good. Acaba especially, obviously. And, you know, there's a lot of talk about this with actual baseball. I feel like, you know, in MLB The Show franchise, maybe less so. My hair is not cooperating, obviously. Is it better to win the wild card series and then go to play in the NLDS because you've been playing baseball lately? As Miller strikes out another, Norby really struggling to start in the postseason. That's 8 strikeouts for him already. It's only the top of the 4th. This is unbelievable. But we're not, warmed up. Splitter gets a big swing and a miss. We've not been playing baseball. So it might take the bats a minute to get going. And it's another strikeout for Miller. Back-to-back splitters fool Anthony. 9 strikeouts for Bryce Miller in only 3 2/3. This is one of the strikeout performances of all time. 4-seam in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kerry Wood, Roger Clemens, Bryce Miller. Oh, Splitter just misses. 2-2. Naylor gets a piece. Will the Splitter get him? Nope. Hard hit ball at Celestin. Out number 3. Miller is in a groove right now. Dominating Marlins hitters. I know a run has come across the score, but I mean, what an outing so far. Let's give him the lead. Let's get him in line for that win. Changeup drops in for a 2-2. Or 1-2 or 2-1 strike to make it 2-2. 2-seam misses. Full count to Tovar. Gave one a ride last time. He pulled it a bit more. It would have been a solo shot. And the 2-seam confuses him. Just a swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Snelling. Genuinely don't know how Tovar misses this. Looked like Anthony Volpe at the plate. A little bit early on it. See Darren Pryor. Chopper, and that does actually sneak up the middle. Stayed back on the changeup and did really the only thing he could with that. Just hit it hard up the middle. Darren Pryor's on his first postseason hit. Of course, the rookie playing in his first postseason game, and he's getting a big opportunity here. Ellie did pretty much the same thing last time. Maybe a bit more power this time. And we could be looking at blowing the game wide open. Four seam, he just swung and missed. Good timing. And then missed it again. Snelling challenged him. Ellie just doesn't look great at the plate right now. I know he had a hit last time up. That's back-to-back good timing. There's back-to-back swings and misses. There's the changeup to Basayo. That is a tough pitch. 1-2. Pryor with a slight lead off of first base. It's a really bad jump. Basayo tries to protect him and swings and misses at the low fastball. Yeah, that's what we're thinking, Tovar. Just a tough inning there. But I love seeing Bryce Miller back out there. He struck out 9 so far in 4 innings. It's been a spectacular effort. Swing and a miss on the 4-seam fastball, only at 94 that time. O'Neill still couldn't catch up to it. Doesn't chase it at 96. Here is the 2-2. Doesn't chase the slider, count runs full. Here is the payoff pitch. Swing and a drive to left. 2-1 Miami. I don't know what else we can do. Fastball up and in, maybe just out of the zone. And Tyler O'Neill was ready for it. Just a good at bat. He took the slider just off the plate. Came back and hit the heater. Chest high. Yeah, he knew it. It was completely out of the zone. And then completely out of the park. Okay. I think the strategy for Miami has changed at the plate. It looks like they are sitting dead red in this 5th inning. Sweeper gets a strikeout. Moreno check swing ends up being a sword. And maybe we stop trying to pitch towards the strikeout and just get that sinker in. Ground ball is another hit. It seems like a strikeout for nothing right now for Bryce Miller. Maybe you get a double play. Chopper. No Joe to second one. Tovar back on a first with Miller covering double play. Obviously O'Neill solo shot to give Miami the lead. I still love the way Miller's pitching. We just need to get him some run support off of Snelling. His pitch count's already at 75. And we're going to get that probably close to 90 in this inning if we have good at-bats. So let's just keep that up. Mora with 26 home runs. What a 2029 season for him. A true offensive breakout. We knew he had great power, but to find that power consistently was going to be the problem for him, and he did it. Close to 30 home runs is great. Seems like every time we're up at the plate with him, it's a 3-2 count. He just battles. Got a fastball. Didn't do a ton with it. Here's pitch number 80 for Snelling. And that is a walk for Mora. Taking just off the plate. Always a gamble when you have to do that. And they're going to make a pitching change. Still sticking with the lefties. This is Andrew Nardi. Snelling kind of with an early pull, but this is the postseason. They're worried about the matchups. And do we like Celestin here at second base? I don't think we have a guy that hits lefties well enough to consider bringing him in. Could try Portillo. Ellie to short. Tovar really can't play second, which would create some complications there. But I think he probably could, right? So do we think this is a big enough at bat to take the bat out of the hands of Celestin to bring in Portillo? You have a No out, runner at first. Portillo handles lefties well enough. We're going to bring in Claudio Portillo to pinch hit for Celestin. We'll have to make some defensive changes after this. But we want to try to capitalize with the leadoff runner on. Some good speed, too. Could try to steal. Marlins aware of that, and that's a nasty changeup. Tumbling just out of the zone. See if he continues to try to control the running game. And this might just be a walk. Gotta stay patient. We would love first and second with nobody out. Here's a 3-1. Crowd getting into it. Portillo unleashes, but is late. And it's a strikeout for Portillo. Good battle from Nardi, but poor Portillo, man. The lefty-lefty changeup is just not what you're expecting. And we've seen it a lot this game. And we may see it even more. That was good timing. Portillo just whiffed.
Ball, that's out.
Slider misses outside. Good decide to unleash the runner. Definitely an option. Mora can run. But he may not have to. Deep fly ball to left center. Mora in motion. And Nojo has given us the lead. 3-2 Colorado. Nolan Jones with a 2-run bomb to left center. Oppo Taco. And the Rocks take the lead. Nojo. What a swing. And we are battling in Colorado. We love going out to left center here, that's for sure. I would have said, it would have been awesome to get Garcia to the plate with runners in scoring position, but nobody's on base anymore. Thank you, Nolan Jones. They bring in Nardi, and he serves up a 2-run bomb. And Luis Garcia with a base hit past the diving Connor Norby. We are getting to Andrew Nardi, and we'll see how many batters he has left. Because Condon against the lefty, this could spell trouble for Miami. And Condon gives it a pretty good rip to left center. That looks like extra bases, and it will be. Garcia rounding third. He scores easily. Charlie Condon with an RBI double to extend our lead by 1. Up now by 2 here in the bottom of the 5th. And you wonder just how much the fish will let Andrew Nardi go. He is getting crushed. And he's going to stay out to face Tovar. And that was a good pitch, too. Slider just in off the plate. Condon stayed with it, stayed on it, and gave it a ride. Tovar trying to do damage. That was the pitch to do it. That can't be a swing, and it won't be. 2-2. Tovar didn't go. Nardi did have the strikeout, but since then, it's been extra base hit after extra base hit. Finally, it stops. Fastball in on the hands. Good timing for Tovar, but underneath it. He's got to figure out a way to get on a line there. He's turned on the ball twice. Just got under it a couple times. Again, good timing. Just missed it. Here's Darren Pryor. Does have a base hit back up the middle. Fastball catches the top of the zone. 1-2. And this is a big bat. We just haven't seen it yet. Strikeout. Ends the inning. Pryor, you had to swing at that changeup. Had to. And we'll see if we can change the alignment here. Ellie's going to move to second base. And I think Tovar's going to move to second. Making Ellie play short. And Portillo jumps in at the hot corner. Now, Tovar doesn't really have second base, but he's such a great defender that I think he's going to be able to handle it. They are on the fastball. Can we locate the sweeper? A little bit better, still a bit early. Lopez was on it. How about a good splitter and a 3-2 count? Great spot. Another strikeout for Miller. Is that 10? 11 for Bryce Miller. An unbelievable postseason start. I know he's allowed 2 runs, but this is magic from Miller. Pitch count, of course, with that many strikeouts is quite high. Needed some easier, quicker outs. He's already approaching 100 pitches, and this may be his final batter. And it's a quick out. Bryce Miller through 6, 11 strikeouts. It's an unbelievable outing. As we'll see Ellie, Basayo, and Mora. And they'll bring in Jorge Alcala. Throws hard. He's got a hard slider. Throws everything pretty hard. 3-1 to Ellie. Now 3-2 as Ellie calls for time. I think with our bullpen situation here, you got Chase Burns pitching out of the pen. We've got some decent options. I don't know if we want Bryce Miller to face a hitter. But we can't schedule anything with auto warm-ups on, I suppose, so we'll see what happens. Ball 4 to Ellie. Lead-off walk with that type of speed. We've got to score that run. So we have changed the setting, and we've scheduled JoJo Romero to come in to pitch, facing a couple lefties. Ellie gets a good jump, but I like the pitch. Alcala was very aware of the stealing threat. Here's the 1-2. No slide step here. And that is a line out. That is Starlin Caba at short doing us a favor. That looked like an easy double play. Basayo hit it hard, but right at the shortstop. That could have been an easy double play if he just lets that, skip off the infield dirt. Thankfully, he doesn't. 2-2 to Mora. Plenty of power. Ellie takes off. Great pitch to run on. He gets second easily. 3-2 to Mora. As I said, every at-bat for Mora goes 3-2. Did walk earlier. And will strike out this time. It's a great changeup. I mean, the changeups with this Marlins team are unbelievable. And that's going to drop just below the knees. Great angle of it there. What is that? And it'll be Portillo. Came in to hit for Felnine Celestin and struck out. Slider up above the zone is strike 2. I mean, if you're going to pinch hit, you got to be able to hit. And not get hit. He jumps out of the way of Slider. Of course, we traded for him. And now he is potentially going to be a big part of our future. Takes a changeup that he probably would have swung and missed at anyway. For ball 3, good spot. And that is ball 4. Ellie going to stay at second base. Horace Mora actually has not been a disappointment at all. He's been incredible. He had 26 home runs this year. I don't know what you expect from him, but that's pretty insane. No, I am actually batting, but it's just timing based. As we will see Nolan Jones with runners on first and second, 2 outs. Pops it up. Just foul. Just so close to being fair. Did homer his last time up. I'd love to see another one. Won't. Strike 3. Fastball at 99 at the top of the zone. Man. No, I do want to bring JoJo Romero in. He's ready to go. I do want Miller to get that ovation, though. He's put us in position to win this playoff game. He struck out 11. Truly an unbelievable outing for Bryce Miller. And now we just play the matchups. Romero's been good for us this year. I mean, I wouldn't call him a lefty specialist, but that's where he is, you know, a little bit better. But we'll walk Roman Anthony. Sinker misses down and in. Pitching for that double play. Naylor pops up. Got to get that sinker down. Ooh, strike 3. Gut punch. Naylor takes it on the corner. Great spot from Romero. Kind of looks like he got away with one, but that's right there all day. Runner takes off. Great pitch to run on, but terrible jump. Basayo guns him down. The throw was towards the third base side of the infield. But Tovar did a good job of getting it and swiping the glove down. And this could be a nice 1-2-3 inning for JoJo Romero despite the walk. Chopper at Portillo. Cannon to throw out O'Neill easily, although we've seen the accuracy from him be a bit of a problem at times. Marlins turn to Jesus Tinoco. Has recorded 2 outs in this postseason, is yet to allow a run. And that could change against Luis Garcia, but it won't. Sinker in on the hands at 97. Garcia may be a touch early, but good timing. And same deal here. This time, rolls it into right field for a base hit. We love to get these leadoff runners on. We haven't done an amazing job at actually getting them in. Condon was a reason why we do have a run earlier in this game. RBI double. Would love to see something more here. Maybe a home run. Maybe a triple. But really just anything to add on and get that runner over would be great. I'd even take a walk. Here's a 3-1 to Condon. Sinker drops in for a strike. 3-2. Runner takes off, and that slider does not come back to catch. It is a walk for Condon. Runners on first and second for Ezequiel Tovar. Is it crazy to bunt here? Tovar swung the bat well, though. He's going to continue to do so. High fly ball down the left field line, foul. Bunt now completely off the table. 1-2. Slider, little dribbler towards second. Only play is at first, and we'll take that. Works as a bunt. And Tinoco is going to get pulled in favor of Ronnie Henriquez. We actually thought about making a trade for Henriquez at one point in this season. He throws hard. He's got a hard sinker. Got that primary changeup, and he's got a 2-2 count to Darren Pryor. Fastball at 98. Pryor gets a piece. Infield is in for Miami. Just get it to the outfield or shoot it back up the middle. Fastball just misses. 3-2. With the shadows, with the heat, Henriquez is actually fairly tough to face. Fastball at 99. Pryor fouls it back late. Still have yet to see that changeup. And there it is. Chopper. Naylor snags it. Steps on first. Nobody can advance. Tough result for Pryor. First time seeing the changeup. And it'll be Ellie De La Cruz. He struggled a ton offensively this year. With runners at second and third, the Marlins closer David Bednar warming. We need to take advantage of this situation now. Ellie doesn't. Swings through the sinker. Strike 3. We're going to leave JoJo Romero out there. He looked pretty good in the 7th. 4-3. Marlins bring it within 1. Moreno takes Romero to the opposite field. Maybe we should have just kept him to facing lefties. In which case, do we even want to face Tommy Troy? Yeah, we do. It's a good sinker. I mean, on the outside corner, Moreno just tagged him.
That's ball 2.
See if Romero can battle back. Not great timing on that. Hanging slider, but didn't quite get over the middle of the plate, so we'll take that. And this ball's hit fairly deep to left field. Pryor going back just in front of the track makes the catch. And we'll face Starlin Caba. Switch hitter.
Ball inside.
Bats from the right side. 2-1. Strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Got to go back to the changeup. I mean, Caba's the leadoff hitter, but this is not a good hitter.
I got 3 and 2.
We're going to challenge him. 3-2. Way out of the zone. Romero's lost it. His day is done. We're going to bring in a righty to face Otto Lopez. Michael Kopech. Not really a double play pitcher, but we'll take a strikeout. The regular season, his ERA got close to 5, but I believe in the stuff. I believe in what he's got. And the runner taking off takes Tovar out of position, and it was actually hit pretty hard. Base hit for Lopez, runners on the corners with 1 out for Xavier Edwards. He's got a lot of speed. He's going to be really tough to double up. And it's going to be even more than that. Cutter hangs down the middle. And this is extra bases. The Marlins not only will tie it at 4, they will take the lead. 5-4 Miami. The combination of Kopech and Romero have blown the game. We've not located well with them. And the Marlins here have made quite the run late. Just have not been able to locate with our bullpen here in the 8th. Strike 3, 101 by Norby. Here is Roman Anthony. He's looked silly against the splitter. We don't have one of those with Kopech. We have the cutter, though. Completely missed on that. And we'll whiff on the slider. Good pitch from Kopech, but the damage was done. Marlins take the lead. Romero obviously serves up the solo shot. There's a walk in there. Not great. But David Bednar has not been great. 27 ERA in an inning and 2/3. Righties have crushed him, and so have lefties, but not quite to the same level. 3-2 to Basayo. Rockies crowd getting loud. Basayo's got to be one of the best 7 hitters in baseball. 3-2. Ground ball back up the middle, base hit Basayo. This could be the start of a rally in the 8th. Let's go Colorado. Basayo firing up the dugout. Horace Mora digs in. Fly ball to left will be foul. We got a splitter at 94. Up and away. 1-2. And we'll strike out at the curveball. 77 from Bednar. Mora way out in front. We talked about this earlier. Claudio Portillo. He struck out and walked. Pinch hit for Celestin. He's on the playoff roster for moments like this.
Ball 2.
Splitter taken low. Ball 2. Fastball hit to left. Not well enough. That is out number 2. A leadoff single could be stranded at first base. But this is who you want up at the plate. Nolan Jones has homered, has walked, has stolen a base. This is your best hitter. Best situational hitter, maybe. This is who you want at the plate. Come on, Nolan. 3-1. Luis Garcia, an incredibly clutch hitter, is on deck. We'd love to get runners in scoring position for him. Nolan Jones slapped down the third baseline foul. Full count. This is the pitch of the game. Nojo rolls over. Could be a tough play. Gunned at first base. And the Rockies crowd is booing here at Coors Field. Kopech might as well stay in the game here. Top of the ninth. Down by 1. Try to keep the fish where they are. I mean, Nolan Jones did a homer already in this game. He's a big reason why we have runs in the first place, but could not come up clutch there. Thought it had a chance to sneak through, but in the end, it was a nice enough play. Cutter catches. I mean, we know that Tyler O'Neill is just fastball hunting. We're not going to give him one. He rolls over to Ellie. Easy out. And we know what Gabby Moreno did last time. Against the lefty, got a sinker down and away. And he was all over it. And that started the trouble. He bats again here in the ninth. Strike at the top of the zone at 100. And big punch out for Kopech. We are down by 1. Bottom of the ninth. If there was ever a time to come up with some clutch hits, it would be now. We got a great part of our order. We've got options off the bench. We're going to face Enrique Marte, I guess, closing games for the Marlins here. He's 1 for 1 in save opportunities, but the record of 0-1 in the postseason. So this is only a guy who pitches well in save situations, I guess. He's got an ERA at 9. He'll face Luis Garcia, who has singled twice. MVP chance rain down on Luis Garcia, and he will not live up to them. Flies out to left. Charlie Condon has doubled in this game, but he is not our best option here. We're going to the bench. Evan Carter to pinch hit. OPS over 800 this year. 22 homers. This would be quite the spot for one off the righty. Let's go, Evan. Change up. Check swing. Called strike. 1-2 off Marte. Come on, Carter. Fastball to hit. Carter just fouling it off. Come on, Evan. Got the off day against the lefty. Should have got it against the righty as well. Goes down swinging. And our final hope is Ezequiel Tovar. 0 for 4. Good timing, too. Carter just missed it. Tovar pulls this to left. Could be a tough play for the left fielder, but it is made. Marlins go up 1-0 in the series. Our bullpen blows the game. I can't even be too mad at the offense, but we really just could not capitalize. Had runners on, especially to start innings a lot of the time, and just didn't do enough. Just obviously did not do enough. Kopech gets the loss with the 1 earned run, but I mean, it was really, unfortunately, I would say maybe a bad managerial choice, leaving Jojo Romero out there for a little bit too long. Marlins take game 1. Game 2 against the Rockies, or against the Marlins in Rockies franchise. On the mound will be one of the best pitchers in the history of the postseason, Jesus Luzardo. We are taking over player lock as we look to shut down Miami. They've proven to be a pretty potent offense. They're going to get Christopher Morel into the lineup against the lefty. And Luzardo is going to look to shut him down. It's tough to find a better postseason run than Luzardo in that World Series run that we had. He was a huge reason why we won it. He was a huge reason why we were even there. And he's going to hopefully be a huge reason why we make it this season. I don't want to be one and done. Or even, lose to the Marlins here in the DS, not make the CS, not make the World Series. But Luzardo had a bad regular season. ERA at 4.5. WHIP near 1.5. Strikeouts were not great. We need him to find another level here in the playoffs. Luzardo takes the hill. Jesus Lizard. Does he have what it takes to find that level from a year ago? Or a few years ago, I guess now. Fastball catches the zone. And when he was at his best, it was fastballs in, change-ups down and away, mixing in a slider, mixing in a curveball. Hitters couldn't adjust. That's a hard line out at Ellie De La Cruz. Hit a little bit harder than we would want, but it isn't out. Roman Anthony against the lefty has been moved into the number 2 spot. That sinker's also been a good pitch for Luzardo as well. And when he gets calls like that, which is a strike, but when he actually gets the call there, it's going to be tough for these hitters to adapt. And Roman Anthony has been no stranger to the swing and miss so far in this series. Luzardo looking for a punch out here. Here is the 0-2. Nothing to hit in 0-2 counts, and that is nothing to hit. Luzardo sends the free-swinging Anthony back to the dugout. Vintage Jesus Luzardo. Get ahead. Finish at bats. Don't let Xavier Edwards do anything. He's hitting .563 in this young postseason. Had a 5 WAR in 2029. Insanity. Here's the 1-2. Ooh, good take. 2-2. Luzardo struck him out. High cheese. Edwards chases up the ladder. And Luzardo may be back. We'll see. Let's get him some run support. Facing, I would not even an opener. Valente Bellozo is starting for the Marlins, and he was exceptional in 2029. I don't even know what to say about that. Ooh, Luzardo's got some confidence here. Luzardo is feeling it. Fly ball to right center. Going back Condon. And that ball is going to one-hop off the wall. It is a lead-off double for Connor Norby. And maybe Luzardo shouldn't be so confident. And this ball wasn't even hit that hard. It just kind of floated over the head of everybody. And now Luzardo's got to try and work around a leadoff double. We've seen Moreno do damage against lefties. Got to be careful. This is hit pretty hard, and it's going to be over the head of Tovar. This could score a run. They're going to try and send him. No play. The runner stays at first. It's 1-0 Marlins. Gabby Moreno against lefties, man. This guy's unreal. He just got in on the slider. It's a decent spot, but it probably needs to be an unhittable location. Ground ball. It's going to be another hit for Miami. First and second now with nobody out. As Christopher Morel reaches. Ball's in the dirt. Runners looking to take off and take an extra base. And there is the first out of the inning. Moreno gunned down at third. Finally an out for Luzardo here in the second inning. Fastball misses. There we go. He's got to locate a bit better. And that's where we're struggling right now with Luzardo. Big swing and a miss at the changeup.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And we show him the 12-6. We got a piece. 3-2 to O'Neal. We know he likes the high fastball, but he takes it. Ball 4. Get a mound visit or something, man. Luzardo is struggling here in the second. Pitch count is actually in a relatively good spot.
That's a ball.
But we need some outs quickly. Ground ball, hit hard. Well, only 87. Looked harder than it was, maybe. Strike 3, Naylor chases off the plate. If we can limit this to just a run, we're going to be okay. Big strikeout for Luzardo.
1-0.
We're just releasing early right now. Got to find it. That's a fastball down the middle. Condon going back. He's going to have no choice but to play it off the wall. In fact, it will end up being Mora. That's going to score 2. It's 3-0 Marlins. Tommy Troy from the 9 spot extends Miami's lead. We better dial in here. I don't know how much more Jesus Luzardo we can see. He does not appear to have the magic of just a couple seasons ago. That changeup's hanging and hit hard. Mora ranges over, makes the play, and that stops the damage. 3-0 Fish. We've yet to score a run off Beozo. And Luzardo's going to plunk Roman Anthony.
Take your base.
Can we get a mound visit? Please. There's a strike. There's another strike. Yeah, the Marlins clearly have the scouting report on Luzardo. Former Marlin. This could be 2, though. Big double play for Jesus Luzardo. Trying to limit the damage here. I mean, a leadoff hit by a pitch is not what you want. Good turn, starting with Ellie De La Cruz. Connor Norby hitting just 118, but he did start the damage back in inning number 2. Big double to right center. So you don't know what pitch to throw right now. The Marlins kind of look like they're on everything. Just got to stop hanging pitches. That's the problem right now. Just hanging everything. Ground ball. Oh no, it's a lineout. Nojo is there, and it was a scary looking inning at first, but Luzardo settles down and gets some outs, which is exactly what the Marlins continue to do. No runs
No, that's a ball.
for the Rockies. We got to lock in with Luzardo, man. This is disappointing. Sinker catches the bottom of the zone.
1-2.
Let's start getting these strikeouts. Pitching confidently, the way Luzardo did a couple of years ago. Was so instrumental in that World Series run. Big strikeout. Moreno sat down. Just got to find that confidence, dial in. I don't know what Moreno's looking at. And Luzardo getting some confidence back up. I like to see that. Recorded a, number of consecutive outs. Hopefully we can stay there. Big strikeout! Caught the top of the zone, up and in. Morel down, looking back-to-back backwards Ks for Luzardo. Great spot. Good call from the umpire. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Strike 1. Up and away. 0-1 misses wildly.
1 strike.
Here is the 1-1. They try to drop this changeup in for a strike, and that's exactly what we do. 1-2.
2 balls, 2
And
strikes.
bury the curveball, and then try to go right up the ladder.
Ball 3.
That is ball 3. Just showing O'Neill the heater to set him up for the changeup. Here's a chopper at Luzardo. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We need some support for Luzardo. He's not pitching great. We only have 2 hits. We've got to figure out a way to get on the board. Still no runs. 3 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Belloso is dealing. It's an unbelievable sentence as this ball is hit fairly well to left. This could be a tough play. Get foul! And it will. Drop just foul. The pitch count is not in that bad of a spot, which is crazy because I feel like we've thrown a number of just non-competitive pitches. And there's a big strikeout for Luzardo. Got Naylor on the slider. That is 6 Ks through 4 1/3. But it's been the mistakes that have told the story of the game so far. But it does appear that Luzardo is getting more dialed as this game goes on. Hey, great first inning. Struggled in the second. Looked like it was going to be a struggle in the third, and then we figured it out. 4th went easy. 5th is starting off quite nicely. But I don't want to speak too soon. Tommy Troy had a big extra base hit last time up. And may look to do it again here unless this is caught. Cannot miss with the changeup. Get it down. There it is. Strikeout. Troy chasing way off the plate. 7 Ks for Luzardo. Here's Otto Lopez. Fastball misses at the top of the zone, apparently. Certainly going to help the Marlins out.
2 balls, no strike.
Otto Lopez can hit a little bit. Got to be a little bit careful, but maybe not 3-0 careful. Sinker right down the middle for a strike. 3-1 gets the swing from Lopez. And 3-2 changeup could be money. Ground ball. Diving play. At least keeps it in the infield. But Garcia cannot record the out. That is a base hit for Miami to bring up Roman Anthony. But this is a big strikeout threat. Got to be careful not to leave one, because he's got big time power. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts last game. 2 strikes on him now. He's really struggled in the playoffs. This could be an out at second base. Basayo with the throw. Cannot get scooped by Garcia. 2-2. Come on, Luzardo. Got to locate that. Anthony with an unbelievable take. He bought himself a fastball, and he got a piece of it. 3-2. Sinker down the middle, hit hard. Luzardo missed his spot. It's going to be 4-0 Fish. Anthony wins the battle. Yep. Thought that might be the case. Looking to make a change. Luzardo's day is done, as 44 allows for. We turn to Chase Burns for mop-up duty. And the Marlins win another. 7-3. We had 11 hits, but scored all 3 runs in the 7th. We're mainly dominated by Valente Belloso. Marlins go up 2-0 in the series. We are on the verge of being swept. Tovar goes 3 for 4 with 2 extra base hits, a triple, a double. He's a homer away from the cycle, but it wasn't nearly enough. O'Neill homers again, and Belloso hurls a gem. Series point for the Marlins. Thomas White has pitched in the postseason already. He went 7 strong, struck out 10, did not allow a run. We're going to be throwing Chase Dolander. We're going to try to get to him. We are going to go quick counts for this elimination game. This is a tough matchup. I mean, we just have not come to play. We're going to mix it up. We're going to go gray unis. We're going to Lone Depot. And we're going to see if Chase Dollander can out-duel Thomas White and give us the win. This series changes a lot if we can get a win here. If we lose, the series is over. So, it's imperative that we win. The Marlins are breaking out what are these, aqua? Very vibrant blue uniforms. Thomas White has been incredible in this postseason. One start, strikes out 37% of the batters he's faced. Barely walks anybody. And Nolan Jones has actually been pretty quiet this postseason, hitting just 111 through 2 games. The hit, though, was a home run. And he strikes out here. We just have no fight right now. We just have no fight. I can't handle a leadoff strikeout. Good timing, too. Just missed it. We just can't not score any runs against Valente Belloza. We can't. Garcia flies out. We need a heck of a start from Dollander because I don't know what the bats are going to do. It seems like nothing. This is a bad time to go quiet. 2-1. We need a spark. We need something. We got to get back into it. And doing it on the road after losing the first 2 at home, that's tough. Condon with a base knock. All right, something to keep us mentally in it. It's a 2-out single. I know it's only the first inning, but this is series point for Miami, up 2-0. Ezequiel Tovar had a big game last game. Thought he swung the bat pretty well in game 1. This is a big-time fly ball to left field, and Ezequiel Tovar has given us the lead. 2-0 Rocks. Thomas White has allowed his first run and then another run here in the postseason. His scoreless streak is over. Ezequiel Tovar, I said he's been swinging the bat well. Last game, single, double, triple. Well, he adds a home run now as he has a cycle through a game and an at-bat. Unfortunately, not how it works. Darren Pryor, this is your time for an extra base hit. Down the line, this could be 2, but we're going to hold him at 1. Not worth the risk. Probably would have been out by a mile. But a nice 2-out single by Pryor past the diving third baseman Connor Norby. And Ellie De La Cruz, if ever there was a time to unlock your ability, it's now. Ground ball up the middle. Edwards is there. And that is out number 3. Ellie's numbers in the postseason actually haven't been so bad, but remember, it's such a small sample size. We played 2 games. But Tovar with a big 2-run homer. We grab the lead, and now we'll see what Chase Dollander can do. Had a great regular season. Easily the best of his career. I need a big start from Chase. We've seen him get annihilated in the past. We cannot afford for that to happen today. It's Otto Lopez at second base, not Xavier Edwards. That fastball misses. But yeah, Dollander's been crushed before. So this is a little bit of a scary start. Edwards is DHing today. Ooh, big strike. Thank you for helping out. Chasing the slider. This should be out number 2. Ellie's there. Monarchy, AJ, thank you guys for the subscriptions. And Edwards is just crushing, man. I mean, not a ton of extra base power, but he's getting on like every time he comes up, it seems. And honestly, we're not locating that well with Chase to start. We're not getting calls on the corners. But that's a big strikeout on the changeup. A clean first inning for Chase Dolander, living up to his name, getting a couple of guys to chase in that first inning. And, of course, the important one was strike 3 to Xavier Edwards. Visayo's been great. Lefty's tough, but I feel pretty good with him at the plate in these types of spots. Ooh, good pitch to hit, in my opinion. Ball just got a little bit down. Changeup missed by a lot. Didn't even consider that. Sweeper runs the count full. It's a big pitch. When you're facing these good pitchers in the postseason, if you can get to them early, not only get the pitch count up, but get them out of the game, you can be in such a good position to win. So it's important to score early and often. Big curveball. 1-2 to Mora. Fastball way up. Come on, Mora. Keep fighting. Strike 3. Fastball down and away. Mora can't touch it. 2 strikeouts now for White through an inning and 2/3. Celestin getting the start against the lefty. And these are tough spots. Could have been 3-1 there. Celestin with the check swing called strike. White trying to go back to it. Here is the 3-2. No Joe on deck. Top of our order. I know he struggled, but that's where we want to get to. And Celestin chases, or just swings through a fastball. Swing and a miss. Toad, thanks for the prime. This is Rocktober, but Rocktober could be coming to an end if we can't lock in. Need a great start from Dolander. He's off to a good enough start, but we need to locate a bit better. He's been a little wild so far, but decent results.
2-2.
We need run support. I'm thankful we already got 2 across, and that nearly hits Norby. 3-2. Anthony on deck. Here's the payoff pitch. Norby chases, but gets a piece. We'll do it again. Struck him out. Fastball at the top of the zone. Norby can't chase and catch up to it. Love to see that. I keep talking about how Anthony's a strikeout threat. One of these days, he's really going to hurt us. I know he had a big hit last game, but we're going to keep him in the yard this time. And we kept him in the yard that time too, but keep him off the bases. It's just, Dolander is just missing off the plate pretty consistently. Like with Luzardo, we threw a lot of just not competitive pitches, as Dolander will walk Naylor. And I don't really mind that, to bring up O'Neill, to be honest. Righty. Ooh, big swing and a miss at the slider. But Dolander, when he misses, it's not, super off the plate. It's there, but it's not there. You know what I mean? Wild pitch puts Naylor in scoring position with 2 outs. And the slider gets O'Neill. Sword, check swing. Big strikeout for Chase. Let's get some extra runs here, please. Nolan Jones jammed and out. Is it a problem of patience right now? It is quick count, so you gotta you can't really sit idly by and just take pitches, but
That's the ball.
I don't think White has just been lighting up the strike zone. So maybe we take a step back, try to be a little bit more patient. Change up catches the plate. Here is the 2-2. Fastball at the top of the zone. He's been living up there with the heater. Garcia can't catch up to it. Or if he did, late. He swings right on through it. Oh, Condon gets it. We'll take that. And this is, looking a lot like the first inning. Condon stays alive, gets on with 2 outs. And then Ezequiel Tovar does his thing. Let's see what that is this time around. 2-1. It feels like something good's about to happen. Right center, maybe. Or left center. Tovar underneath it. Not sure this one's going to have enough. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. All right, Chase. Settle back in here. Hard hit ball to right. Thankfully foul. Had extra bases written all over it, but he lines for a reason. And it was outside of them. 2-2. Exhilarating commentary as always as Celestin tracks down the chopper. Yeah, Lone Depot is one of the better pitchers' parks in Major League Baseball. So it was nice that we could get runs against Thomas White early. There's 98 from Dolander. If you got that, might as well go right back to it. It was 97. Pops up Tommy Troy. Celestin is there. Maybe fighting the shadows of the birds in the outfield. But secures it. And we're back up to the top of the order. Cabo with a deep fly ball to center. Mora going back to the track, and he makes the catch. All right, a little bit scary, but we got it under control. Come on, Darren Pryor. I believed in you. You've been okay. We haven't exactly found the pop yet. And he's got decent enough power. He's obviously a good defender, and that's part of why we like him. 6'4", 218 with this type of bat. You think, okay, he's a DH. But he's actually got good speed. He's got really good defense. Just want to see him get to that power. Fastball down, but our approach has changed. We're okay taking strikes here. But maybe not that one. Fastball down again. Strike 3. Pryor down looking. Maybe the approach changed a little bit too much. But the fastball down, when he's been living at the top of the zone, that's a tough pitch. Your first thought is changeup. And back-to-back heaters at the knees. Oh, man. Come on, Ellie.
3-2.
Nothing better than seeing him run. But you got to put one in the gap to do that, probably. And that is ball 4. Sweeper doesn't come back to catch. One and 2. I mean, we're taking off here. Good jump for Ellie. Basayo strikes out. It's a hanging curveball. He just missed it. 6 Ks now for White. Good timing for Basayo. He just missed the hanging curveball. It's tough. Mora struggled to make contact this series, which we knew about him. He's not a high contact guy. He's going to make a lot of outs. He's going to hit home runs and play good defense. You will take that. Mora strikes out again. It's tough with runners in scoring position when it happens, but he's hitting 8th for a reason. I'm pretty comfortable with his offensive output typically, but he struggled in the postseason. And I think his skill set, the low contact, high power, good discipline, it's going to result in some cold stretches, right? And it's just a shame when you find one in the NLDS as Otto Lopez sits down. 4 Ks now for Dolander. Should be an easy out number 2 as Tovar ranges into shallow left. Fastball misses up. I don't want to say anything crazy and then have, you know, a bad moment happen, but Dollander is cruising right now. This is the type of outing we needed. We just need to find a way to get more runs. White's piling up the strikeouts, but Dollander has barely allowed anyone to reach. It's only 4 innings. Celestin has been awful in this postseason, but that could change with one swing deep to left center field off the middle of the wall. Felnin Celestin with a leadoff double. But we've talked about this. In this series, we've gotten on base to start a lot of innings, and we have not scored a lot of runs. If Celestin is giving us a double from the 9 spot against Thomas White, nearly hitting one out, we need to get him in. Nojo, just pull the ball on the ground. Get the runner over. There's a fastball down the middle very early. Trying to pull it too much, I guess. He got jammed. Broken bat. Celestin stays at 2. Luis Garcia is a super clutch hitter, though. I keep saying that because it's true. But have not exactly found it in the postseason. We need this to get out of play. Diving effort from Tyler O'Neill. Thankfully, it's up high enough on the wall that no play can be made. But this one likely stays in playable area and is caught. We're going to strand Celestin at second base if Charlie Condon can't do something here. He's gotten on base with 2 outs every single at-bat this game. And he might not get on base here because this is going to be a fly out to left center. And that is the end of our scoring threat at the top of the 5th. Bottom 5. Pitching's been good. Just needs to stay that way. I don't want to keep saying it every time he comes up because eventually I'm going to say Roman Anthony's a big strikeout threat or kind of an easy out, and then he does something. But he strikes out here. Dollander gets him to chase the changeup, living up to his first name. I just worry about Josh Naylor. Like, that's the guy in this lineup that actually scares me. Because he hits righties. He's got big power. He's got good contact skills. Josh Naylor is a truly complete hitter that doesn't really get a lot of talk about how good he is as he strikes out here. Just got to give him praise. And then he's going to prove me wrong with a big strikeout. And you know who's amazing is Tyler O'Neill at hitting. Wow, can this guy hit. I don't even think I've ever seen him get out. And that is a nice 5th inning for Chase Dollander. We just need more runs. Here's Alcala. We've seen him already. We know he's tough. Tovar's been our best hitter, though. Tough pitch to hit. Ooh, they're going to say he went around. Tovar out at first. It's a tough pitch. When you're worried about 100, that is a tough pitch. Pryor not going to strike out looking, at least not having it bat without a swing there. I mean, it's a changeup that's in a pretty hittable spot. Good timing. Missed it. Fastball right by him at 99. All right. We got to do something different. Maybe Portillo plays for Darren Pryor. I mean, Pryor really is not the problem. It's just the lineup right now. We're not stringing hits together. We haven't really shown a ton of power. Ellie's going to fly out. Ooh, this actually could be a tough play for O'Neill. He does make it, though. We still have the lead, facing elimination in the 2029 NLDS. Dollander continuing to cruise. He's out for the 6th. The pitch count, I think, is in a relatively good spot. 4 quick counts. It's always going to be a bit higher, but 81 here in the 6th is not terrible. As the slider misses. I do worry about the bullpen, though. But I don't know how much longer we can throw Chase Dollander out there. Big strikeout. Tommy Troy down looking. Dollander has been sitting them down. That's 7 strikeouts now. As we'll actually try to locate against Starlin Caba. If we locate, he doesn't hit the ball. When we leave it over the middle, we give him a chance. Dollander with 8 Ks. Another strikeout. Just the walk so far for Dollander. The Marlins are throwing Andrew Nardi back out there. Well, we've seen this story. We got to him before. This would be a good time to get to him again. Fastball low. 2-1. Slider catches. Count even. And that is a really good slider. Basayo down, chasing. I mean, that's an incredible location. It really is, because it's a strike, boom, it's not. Falls right out of the zone. And you see it looks like a belt-high fastball. Basayo's eyes light up. And then it just falls off the table. 2-2 to Horace Mora. 3-2. This would be a good spot for a solo shot. 311 OPS so far in the postseason. But he'll draw the 1-out walk. And this could be the start of something against Nardi. We're going to leave Celestin in there. Double last time up. Suddenly his numbers look a lot better. 333 average, 1,000 OPS. But he got a fastball kind of down the middle and he popped it up. Good timing. I don't really feel that comfortable with Nojo at the moment. He does have the homer, but outside of that, he has been ice cold. Swings and misses at the slider. Good timing, just could not make contact. Fastball low and away. Great spot from Nardi, who obviously wanted the call. Did not get it. 2-2. Mora takes off. Great pitch to run on. It's a wild pitch. Easy stolen base. Mora getting a free lead off second base. Nobody's even close. Slide step. Jones swings. And will be the 3rd out of the inning. We just cannot seem to find an extra run. Dollander still dealing, though. 1 walk, 8 Ks. Winning the battle. He's at 90 pitches. I mean, how deep can we run this thing? Do I trust the bullpen right now? Not especially. So getting some quick outs could be big. 95 pitches for Chase. Fly ball to right. That's going to do it for Dollander. That is way up. Edwards continues to run red hot. He takes Chase deep. Yep, that is the end of the no-hitter. Thanks to everybody in the chat for talking about it so much. It played no impact, but this did just happen. Tried to pitch to some quick outs. Obviously did not happen. Actually, we're gonna go one more batter. We still have a righty-righty matchup here. We're gonna play to that. Fly ball to left. Tie game. That's twice now in this series I've wanted to make a pitching change, second-guessed it, and paid the price. Norby has hid it. Marlins team is unbelievable. It's a great start from Dolander, but back-to-back home runs is going to hurt the final line. His day is done. Romero's coming in. You got lefty-lefty. We've got to get Roman Anthony out. I trust Romero here. I do. That's got to be strike 3. No swing. Ball 4. Anthony works a walk. Anthony takes off for second. Naylor fouls it back. Double play ends the inning. Anthony takes off. Naylor again fouls it off. And what do we do? It's a 1-2 count. Slider hit to Darren Pryor. That'll be an out. Got to really consider our next move wisely. It's Tyler O'Neill. Duran is about ready. But due to the 3-batter minimum, he is not eligible to come into this game. Moreno is on deck. I am going to intentionally walk Tyler O'Neill. This is a must-win game. We got to pull out all the stops. And we're going to bring in Yohan Duran to face Gabby Moreno. He's got 93 clutch. It's a nightmare situation either way. I'm bringing in our closer in a non-save spot because you've got to save the season. Season on the line. 2 outs. Duran versus Moreno. Pop up. Jones is underneath. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. Let's get some runs. Declan Cronin in for Miami. It just feels like a home run spot. Just feels like one's coming. We got to believe. Top 8 on the road. We need runs now. We have not scored since the 1st inning. And we're jammed on the slider. O'Neill's going to get to it. I can't pull Condon, but Pryor is not going to see another at-bat this game. Sinker catches. It's Marte and Tinoco warming for Miami. And the Marlins have been smart. They've started lefties. They've kept Carter out of the lineup. And Condon will strike out. And he's one of our best hitters. But it's been a lot of lefties, and Carter does not handle lefties. Tovar with a pretty hard-hit ball to right center. That is the third out of the inning. Duran versus Troy. Our closer is in for the 8th inning after securing the last out of the 7th. And there's another strikeout. Huge. I mean, every out is a season-saving out at this point. That's where we are. Strike 3, fastball blown by Caba. Otto Lopez into the game for Miami. Takes 101 up and in. Here's the 1-2. Oh, what a take. I don't even know if Lopez even saw it. Triple digits. Name of the game for Duran. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out. Lopez down swinging. Chases a curveball off the plate. Duran has come in and saved our season. We need some runs. Top 9. Pryor out of the game. Evan Carter into the game. The crowd is booing him. He's got a 1,000 OPS in the postseason. Limited ABs as we faced mainly lefties. He is one of our best hitters. This is your moment, Evan. Carter, De La Cruz, Basayo. It's honestly one of the best part of our orders, as this is diving stop at second base. Carter gunned down at first. Otto Lopez steals a base hit away from Carter. Hit very hard, but could not squeak through. Ellie De La Cruz, I mean, we've been searching for that power, but as you can see, he's got 58 power versus right. The hitting ability for Ellie De La Cruz has been completely sapped in this 2029 season. He is bad at hitting now. Hanging slider. You know what he does? He flies out weakly to left. It'll have to be Samuel Basayo. Sinker drops in for a strike. Basayo pokes this one down the left field line. That's going to catch the chalk. Samuel Basayo with a 2-out double. And we've got a chance here in the 9th. Samuel Basayo, I mean, he's a great hitter for us. He loves going to the opposite field. And that's just a good piece of hitting. Does catch the line. And it'll be Horace Mora. They're going to put up 4 fingers and intentionally walk Mora to get to Celestin. Well, you had to know his day would be over. We answer with Claudio Portillo. Runners on first and second. 2 outs in an elimination playoff game on the road. Sinker down and away misses. Ball 2. There's a hanger. Portillo is late. Sweeper up in the zone. 2-2. Hard hit sinker, foul. We'll do it again. Come on, Claudio. Sinker misses down and away. Full count. Runners will be in motion. Here's the payoff pitch. Sweeper fouled up in the zone. Good timing. Just an impossible spot. And the slider, they're going to say he went around. Strike 3. I cannot believe the call. Cronin works out of it. That it cannot be a swing. Unbelievable. Tovar is going to play second base. We're leaving Duran out there. He's at 18 pitches. He has dominated the Marlins. We've got to leave him out there. Evan Carter, of course, takes over in left field. He's there for out number 1. Connor Norby is the reason this game is tied. Or a reason. But he's out here in the bottom of the 9th. And it'll be Roman Anthony. Pitch number 25 for Duran. As the splitter catches for a strike. 1-2. Duran fans another. What an outing for Yohan Duran. That is an unbelievable effort to keep this thing tied. His day, of course, is over. We're going to warm up Cole Sands. Keegan Aiken is ready to go. And we are to extra innings here in Miami. First pitch changeup, huh? No Joe, 0 for 4. Pulls the fastball foul. It's not super overpowering stuff for Marte. But he's got a little bit of a weird delivery as that ball is ripped foul. I mean, no Joe's on it. He's just got to keep it fair. Nolan Jones, a little bit late. Fastball kind of got by him. Luis Garcia also 0 for at the top of this lineup. Apparently that's a swing too. I mean, these are unbelievable check swing calls. I mean, does the league want Miami to move on? I guess they're a bigger market than Denver. Is that true even? I don't know. 2-2. That is also the score, as we are in the top of the 10th. Count full now on Condon. And we'll do it again. Fly ball to center. Good timing, but not hit well enough. We go to the bottom of the 10th. I'm going to leave Duran out there. He's at 28 pitches, but he has been absolutely dominant. We've got righties coming up. I'm going to see if Duran can get us through this. Is that the awful decision? Every time in this series I've thought about making a pitching change and then went back on that, we've paid the price. Strike 3. Fastball Bob Naylor at 100. Went right by him. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Fastball by him at 101. Duran showing signs of fatigue. It doesn't matter! O'Neill down looking, 102 on the black. Are you kidding me? Yohan Duran out of the pen. Gabby Moreno trying to win it for Miami.
2-1.
Fastball way out. Splitter gets the ground ball. What an effort by Yohan Duran. That is actually it for him. I cannot believe the outing he's had. For someone that struggled when we just got him, to go 3 1/3 and strike out 6. To keep us alive here. Unbelievable. Can we get him some run support? Tovar gives this one a pretty good ride to center field. Anthony can't track it down. An extra base hit to start extra innings here in the 11th. Or to start the 11th in extra innings. No ghost runner in the playoffs. So that basically counts as one. Can we get him in? Evan Carter, not that clutch of a hitter. But maybe he is now! Deep fly ball to left! Evan Carter gives us the lead! 4-2 Rockies! He came in to pinch hit. And the reverse jinx works to success. Evan Carter, 2-run homer. Could that do it? Evan Carter makes it 4-2 Colorado. A little bit late on the four-seamer, but got the barrel to it and got enough to get it out. That will be the end for him as Jesus Tinoco comes in. Be Tommy Troy, Starlin Caba, and Otto Lopez. We're going to turn to Keegan Aiken. Come on, Ellie. Give us a little insurance here. Do something. A walk is something. I would take a walk. He just swings and misses at a wild rate. Good timing. Just can't touch the fastball. Take the walk. Sayo has a double in this game down the left field line. We'll take that again here. I mean, we've got to get Ellie into scoring position with nobody out. 1-2. This is an easy steal spot. We're going to throw over. They're worried about it. They should be worried about that score. I mean, we are trying to take 2. Ellie takes off. It's a hanging slider. I don't know how we don't put these into play. It's good timing. That's a mistake. Chopper. No out at 2. Ellie rounding second. He's in a rundown. And he makes an out on the bases. That is a tough time to do that. Brings up Horace Mora. I mean, Basayo would have been out at second base for sure. We don't really have speed on the bench, so he's going to have to run the bases. So trading Ellie at second, potentially, for Basayo at first. Not really a trade I'm that comfortable with. But it is what happened. Will it matter? Mora can make sure it doesn't with one swing. He strikes out again. God. Too early. It's a sinker. I mean, it couldn't have been more down the middle. Low expectations for Portillo. I've hyped him up. He's not come through in any of these spots. It's good timing. Again, it's a foul ball. That's what I hate about this hitting, because I really have no control. I know that's the whole point, but I really have no control. Good timing is a foul ball or a swing and a miss more often than it's anything else. And when it is contact, it's not there. It's a good pitch. It, of course, is just a weak, lazy out. I do want to bring Keegan Aiken into the game. Duran gave us everything he could have. Now it's time for Keegan Aiken to bring us home. Should be out number one. Portillo is there. He's had struggles throwing before. Just gets the runner. 1-2 to Kaba. He strikes out. Aiken with a big pitch. We are 1 out away from extending this series. And Otto Lopez is not the hitter you want to see. Otto Lopez and Xavier Edwards have been insane. But Lopez strikes out swinging. Aiken comes on, gets the save. And we win a thriller-ish in 11 versus Miami. Not a lot of action, to be honest, but a great result. And our season is not over yet. Evan Carter with the big hit. Another elimination game for us. We are going to player lock. This time with a hitter. Elly De La Cruz leading off against the righty. This is a guy we need to get going. He was our big trade acquisition at the start of the year. It unfortunately has not been a great move for us so far, as Ellie's really struggled. But I'm hoping today he can find it as we try to stay alive here in Miami. We are trying to push it to Game 5. We need to win this one to make it happen. Noble Meyer, 7 innings so far in the postseason, is yet to allow a run. Let's start it off, Ellie. What can you do? Not much. This was our big trade piece. I think Meyer's going to lean on that slider quite a bit. Just a basic 4-pitch mix.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ellie hitting just 222, but that's tough to say in the postseason because it's been 3 games against Miami. But man, he swings and misses a lot. That is good timing. But it's a whiff. And it's another swing and a miss for Elly De La Cruz. Oh my goodness. Ezequiel Tovar, RBI single. Gets a run in. Top 2, up by 1. Runner on first with 2 outs for Elly De La Cruz. Extend the inning, Elly. Late on the heater away. They love that spot to Elly. It's been fastball up and away a lot. Hanging slider. I'm sure we would have swung and missed, so might as well take the strike. 0-2. 1-2. And it's a check swing. Change up, strike 3. De La Cruz down looking, I guess. But it is 4-0 Rockies. Let's go. That's huge, man. We have Condon with a hit to left for a single. Nolan Jones scores. Tovar scores. Basayo to second. Portillo to left for a single that scored Basayo. And then a Mora flyout. But this is 4-0. Ellie's average for the postseason. Ducks below 200. And it'll go even lower than that. He's at least made contact. And a Basayo RBI sac fly makes it 5-0 Rockies. We got runners on the corners. Nobody out for Ellie. Come on, Ellie. There's a big-time hit. Down the line and right. That scores a run. Ellie heading to second. He's going to head for third. Will this score another? It will. Bases clearing, extra base hit for Ellie De La Cruz. It's 7-0 Rockies. That's what we needed. Just do something, finally. Good base running as well to score 2 on that. Mora was really hustling and gets the knuckles scraping across the plate. That's an interesting technique. A lot's going to score Ellie here. Here's the 0-2 to Nolan Jones. That is a weak out to third. No double play, but Luis Garcia here. On the ground, we're running. And this is going to be a tough play. We got to try and tag. Ellie's got so much speed. Here's the play at the plate. Not in time. 8-0 Rockies. 9-0 after a Portillo RBI double. Good to see him get going. And the Marlins are throwing Chris Paddock here. Mop-up duty. Top of the 8th. 0-2 to De La Cruz, who's boosted his average all the way up to 231 after the RBI double. Of course, advanced to third on the throw. This might be another hit for Ellie. Goes the other way. That's going to get down. Ellie pushing for 2. Might as well with a score like this. And Ellie is in safely at second. And that's a big play. Leadoff runner at second with nobody out. I think up 9-0, you can risk that. Make them make a throw. And O'Neill made a good throw. Ellie's just too fast. 2 double game for De La Cruz. 3-0 to Nojo. Ball 4. I mean, this game is all but over, of course. Okay, we went early. I don't even know where the ball is. Okay. He threw to third. I forgot if you hold the ball, or hold the button, they just run when you're playing player lock. That's super annoying that the buttons are wrong compared to what they are online. So, but whatever. We're up 14-1. Huge. Evan Carter double to center. Nojo scored. Tovar scored. Condon with a homer to left. Carter scores. Basayo scores. This is an offensive masterclass for Colorado. Ellie's average is up to 286, by the way. And as we burn through the Marlins bullpen, they're forced to use David Bednar in this spot.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So that's going to make Game 5 a little bit easier for us. I mean, scoring 14 seems like, okay, you know what, we're just adding on for no reason. But we're getting deeper into the Marlins bullpen. We're hurting their arms for the future. And if we can have them just anywhere below 100% for a pivotal Game 5, obviously we want to do that. Obviously. Ellie De La Cruz, decent swing. But that will be an out. But what a game here for Ellie, and especially the Rockies. Jojo Romero on for the win. Here's the 1-2 to Naylor. Ground ball to 2. Diving stop Garcia from one knee makes the play. Game over. What an effort. 14-1. Our offense comes alive. Charlie Condon 2 for 5 with a homer. 5 ribbies. Evan Carter 3 for 5. A triple, a double. Portillo 3 for 4 with a double. Ellie 2 for 6 with 2 doubles. Dominant performance. Ryan Pepio came out and shoved. 6 innings, didn't allow a run. We got to Noblemeyer. Love to see it. And we're going to game 5. Everything on the line. The road team has won every game of this series. We are starting Jorge Santana in game 5. Everything on the line. Does he have what it takes? City connects in the postseason. You know what? It's so unhinged. I'm ready for it. Jorge Santana is just 21 years of age. ERA was under 4 this year. He's getting better and better and better. And this could be an excellent opportunity for him to make his mark in Rockies franchise history. Portillo gets the start. Carter is hitting .455 in the postseason, gets the start. Let's win ourselves a playoff series. Let's go. I trust Jorge Santana. Let's go, Jorge. Just 21 years old. Sometimes the control is an issue. Sometimes he gets beat up a little bit. We will not be afraid to make a change if we need to. I'm hoping we won't have to. I'm hoping for a generational start. We think Jorge Santana can be a future frontline starter for us. We've got to see it. It's a deep fly ball to right. Evan Carter plays a good right field, but not that good. It's a Starlin Caba double to start. We don't love that. Thankfully stays in the yard. It's a good fastball up at 98. Caba just turned on it. Just need to not lose the zone here. Runner takes off for third, and he swipes third easily. Picked a great pitch to run on. Got a curveball. Here's the 3-1. Front door slider. Got by him. And remember, Santana's not really a strikeout pitcher. But this is where you need strikeouts. And they're going to say that was a strikeout. Lopez chased the changeup, ball in the dirt. Basayo onto first for the out. Runner stranded for now. That is a big strikeout. There's 2 strikes on Edwards, and this is the Marlins' best hitter, no question about it. Changeup. Ellie goes home with it. It's offline. It's a long game. Can just go to first there for the out. Ellie goes home. Throws it nearly away. Basayo can barely keep it in his glove, and that holds the runner at first, I guess, but a run scores. There's a pop-up. Carter might have a chance at this. Evan Carter does track it down. 2 away. And here's Roman Anthony. This is actually a batter I worry about now against the young pitcher in Jorge Santana. These are the types of pitchers I think Anthony can really handle. So we want to be careful here. And he just ripped that slider foul. Here's a 3-2. Got him swinging! Anthony chases out of the zone. And the Marlins only score 1. That's okay. Yuri Perez on the mound for Miami. He is tough. 6'8". Throws close to triple digits. In fact, we probably will see him at 100 today.
One strike.
Ellie did win the 2026 Silver Slugger, but it's a long way removed since that. It's 2029. The hitting ability is not what it used to be, but Ellie did have a couple of doubles last game. Can he bring that magic back to Colorado?
The count is full.
Let's just get Yuri Perez out of the game early, please. Don't be an out. Get out of play. Get out of play. Off the screen. 3-2. If we can have 7 pitch ABs every single batter, that'd be incredible. Ellie strikes out. They love the fastball up and away to him. He just can't hit it. He just cannot hit it. Perez throwing gas. No Joe's been ice cold. Can't move him down. He's too good. He's having a cold stretch. That's okay. Cannot move him down in the order. Chopper to first. Rolls over. We may struggle against Yuri Perez. He is a monster pitcher. Oh, but a 2-out base hit by Luis Garcia extends the inning. Let's go, Luis. Tovar has been our best hitter in the postseason. I guess Evan Carter maybe, but he hasn't played every day. And Tovar will fly out. It's a good pitch to hit with good timing and a terrible result. There just are not enough hits here on Legend. Not enough hits with good timing. I mean, I need to see better contact.
Ball 2.
Fastball apparently misses. And Naylor is one of the hitters I said that I am legitimately worried about. And he's hitting 6th for this Marlins team. 2-2. Come on, Jorge. Got it by him! Naylor chases way out of the zone. Strikeout for Jorge Santana. He's already got 3. But you got to remember, we are playing down in this game. So, we got to keep him here. Got to keep him here. Big strikeout. O'Neal chases the curveball. It's now back-to-back-to-back punch-outs for Jorge Santana.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Fastball misses. Slider misses.
3 balls, 1
Does Gabby Moreno want to swing the bat? He does, and he wants to pop out. Santana's really good at generating pop-outs with that fastball. Let's get him some run support. Evan Carter has been legitimately our best hitter. 455, but has not played every day. He's sat against lefties. He's made a big impact against righties, and Yuri Perez is a right-hander. I don't know if you can tell.
ball, that's off the
MVP chants echo throughout course. Will Carter live up to the chants? Ooh, big fastball to hit. Hold foul. 3-2. Fastball driven deep to center field. No doubt about this one. Evan Carter has done it again. 482 to tie the game. 115 off the bat. Yuri Perez threw it in hard. Evan Carter sent it out way harder. Harder from Carter. Zero doubt about this one. Look at the crowd erupt the moment it leaves the bat. Gunshot or firework? It's hard to know. Here's Basayo as we have tied it. What a moment. And that pitch count is elevating. Already close to 30. Basayo gives this one a ride. Hooking foul. And the fastball got by him. So maybe not a rally coming up, but a big moment nonetheless. Can. What is he even looking at? How can you even call that a strike? He didn't even miss. Who knows? I don't know. The crowd is getting behind the Rockies. Condon with an OPS near 900 so far. In the playoffs, you'd love to see it. Ooh, just gets a piece of the slider. 2-2. Series tied at 2. In inning number 2, with a score of 1-1, which adds to 2. A lot of 2s. Condon really fighting here. I mean, Yuri Perez is close to 40 pitches in the second inning. Great at bats, great results. I think Portillo could hit his first postseason home run here. We'll see if he's got a base runner in front of him, and he might. Charlie Condon works the walk. No, he will. There's no might about it. 2-1 to Portillo. Just feels like this one's going in the seats. Maybe Portillo trying to run this out. He's out at first. Condon does advance. Portillo rolled over. Good changeup. And this is Horace Mora hitting 133 with a 411 OPS in the postseason. He's a lot of home run or nothing, and he's been a lot of nothing so far. He's put together a pretty great 2029, but has gone ice cold. Should be a big moment to break out of that slump. That is not a swing.
What do you got?
2-2. And Mora out in front of the slider. Strike 3. We've seen him strike out a lot. But Carter gets us on the board, ties us up with a monstrous solo shot. And it feels like forever since we last saw Santana. That was a long inning for one not even base runner. I guess. I mean, one swing, one run. It's another pop-up for Santana. Sayo tracks it down behind the plate. Out number 1. And Caba is the lone hit, I believe, for Miami. He's back up, and he strikes out, chasing a heater high. Santana gets revenge. That's 5 strikeouts now for Jorge Santana. There's a fastball at his neck. Santana made it look good. Fastball by Lopez. Why don't you go back to it? After that swing, you have to. Right by him. Gut punch. Lopez down looking. Daria, thanks for the prime. Santana is cruising. Perez is at 50 pitches. It's the bottom of the 3rd with nobody out. Ellie with a hard hit ball at short. Unfortunately, he's gunned down. That's a good hard hit ball from Ellie, but right at the shortstop. And Caba's just not going to make a mistake there. No Joe with a little pop fly. And this is a much quicker inning for Yuri Perez. Much quicker. We've taken some good swings, but 2 quick outs nonetheless. 2-2 to Luis Garcia. This is pitch number 60, so the pitch count is still in a pretty bad spot for Perez. But it's a good inning. Garcia strikes out. Santana back on the hill. He's at 59 pitches. This is number 60 to start the fourth. And a bunt attempt will be touched foul by Basayo. Edwards has been such a hot hitter, and he just finds ways to get on. Tried to bunt there. Here's the 2-2. 3-2. Here is the payoff pitch. Ooh, that is hit hard down the third base line. Just foul. 3-2 again. Hit hard down the left field line. Foul. I don't want to give in here, but don't want to give him anything to hit. Got jammed. Tovar is there. There's another out for Jorge Santana. He's been pitching great, but the pitch count is elevating. That's for sure. And that's usually the case when Santana starts. He's gotten a lot of pop-ups in foul territory. Can Basayo get this one? Nope. It's the screen. Pitch number 70 is another strikeout for Santana. 98 up and in. 7 Ks for Santana. This is the ace. The king that was promised. The prince that was promised. Whatever the expression is, Santana is living up to it. Soon to be the king, maybe. 1-2 to Anthony. Gets a piece. Curveball just misses.
2-2 count.
Anthony going for a practice swing. Santana not having any of it. Deal, strikes him out. Fastball up and in. Out of the zone. Climbing the ladder. Anthony can't touch it. 8 Ks for Santana. Let's give him the lead. Come on, Tovar. Jammed. This could be a battle. You know who could get us out of that battle? Evan Carter. Took Perez deep last time up. Can he do it again? Crowd is chanting MVP. We're trying to get that pitch count up for Perez. He really settled in. It's not in a good spot, obviously, but it was looking really bad until last inning. And he strikes out Carter. Unreal changeup. Yeah, that little song was Maria Maria by Santana as Basayo gets a hold of one. Deep to right field. It is out of here. Basayo with a solo shot to give us the lead. His first homer of the series comes at a crucial moment. He's had some big moments, but a solo shot to give us the lead, I would say, is the biggest. Bomb from Basayo. Crushed. Got that into the second deck. Perez has given up 2 solo shots, but other than that has been pretty good. Not a lot of traffic on the bases. So if we can just get him out of this game, that would be big. But a solo shot every couple innings, that's not the worst thing. But the Marlins do have action going in the bullpen. 3-2 to Condon. If we can just extend the inning, I'm not sure Perez sees another batter. Condon walks. We'll see if Perez stays in the game. or if Miami will make a change. They will keep him out there. 81 pitches deep. Here is Claudio Portillo. Fastball down the middle. Early. Popped behind home plate. Got a piece of that four-seamer. Fastball down, taken for a ball. Portillo thought about it. 2-2. And he strikes out. 96 in off the plate. Tried to turn on it and missed it. Basayo gave us the lead, though. Big swing. And we'll see if Santana can continue to stay dialed. He has been excellent. Pitch count is a bit high. If we could have a quick inning here, that'd be great. But when we tried to have a quick inning with Dolander, we saw the Marlins start pulling the ball out of the yard. So we got to be a little bit careful. 2-2. Ooh, just missed. Santana wondering where that missed. Could be just down. And the curveball misses as well. There's a walk. I've not seen a lot of action on the bases so far. But a leadoff walk is never, ever good.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, it's another strikeout for Santana. O'Neal looking silly. Chasing the curveball and then chasing the slider off the plate. That was nasty. That was absolutely nasty. Santana looking unbelievable. That's just strike 2 on Moreno. Slider. Moreno somehow gets a piece. Show him a slightly different action. Curveball. Good take.
2-2 now.
Back to the slider. Ground ball. This could be 2. No Joe to Tovar 1. Back on to first. Jones covering. Double play. Santana continues to shove. Everyone asking for Bryce Miller. Reconsider. After the first batter of the game, it looked pretty bad. Since then, he is not allowed a hit. As Mora gets his deep to left field, Andrew Nardi, of course, is a recipe for disaster for Miami. Mora has finally got to one, and he got one out of here. Has not made a ton of contact, but this one has made up for a lot of swings and misses. Horace Mora, no doubter. As a righty with the bat flip. Guy's a much better left-handed hitter, but maybe he just needed a bat from the right side to get locked back in. What a bat flip. What a moment. We're up to the top of the order. As Ellie gets a hanging slider. Good timing. Weekly flies out. We'll take it, though. If solo shots are going to be what gives us the win here, we will take it. Beggars can't be choosers. That is not a swing. That is not a swing. Oh, that's supposed to be checked. The Nardi lefty-lefty slider is a tough one. Here on Legend difficulty.
2 balls,
I mean,
2 strikes.
just not seeing it. 2-2 to Garcia.
What do you got?
3-2 to Garcia. Back to the fastball. And Garcia gets on. 2-out hit. I thought for a chance we'd see the right fielder lay out. But he didn't. And that leaves Garcia at first instead of potentially second or third. Or maybe even out. I don't know. Nardi worried about the running game. He should be worried about the guy at the plate. This guy's been a hot hitter for us and hits lefties. Evan Carter is up next. Again, doesn't really hit lefties that well. We'd love to get Nardi out of the game. And for that to happen, I mean, I think anything but a walk, maybe even a walk, he gets pulled. Tovar, high fly ball to left. This one actually does have a chance, but is tracked down at the track. But another solo shot extends our lead. 3-1 Rockies. One of the craziest bat flips I have ever seen in this game. Nardi can't believe it. Santana back out. 95 pitches here in the 6th. That is an incredibly high amount, but he's dealing. And he's a big stamina guy. So I don't really feel all that concerned about Jorge Santana at this point. I mean, obviously it's something we're going to monitor. 10 strikeouts for Santana. What a start. Unbelievable stuff from Santana. Just wondering, how far can we push this? He's at double-digit strikeouts. Got 103 pitches. The Marlins do not have an answer for him. It might be a batter-by-batter type of thing. There is a curveball hitting to right for a hit. And this is the heart of the order now. 3, 4, 5. We're going to get some guys moving in the bullpen. Cole Sands. For sure. They need a lefty to get going. It's going to be JoJo Romero. And Xavier Edwards, we know, is their best hitter. Runner takes off. Here's the throw from Basayo. Got him at 2. That may be the last pitch that Jorge Santana has thrown in this game. And if it was, what a start. 2 hits, a walk. 1 run was tough because Ellie tried to go to home and couldn't quite make the throw. They bring in a righty to face Evan Carter. That feels like a mistake. Oh, and maybe it was. I don't know if we're going to get a pitch that good to hit again. Sinker right there. Just above the knees. Fastball up and away. Can we not touch that in this game?
That's ball 2.
Tinoco and Henriquez warming for Miami. Probably Enriquez. H is probably silent. 99 at the knees. Strike 2. Ooh, good hack from Basayo. Can't make contact into fair play, though. That's a hanging changeup. Again, can't hit it into fair territory. 2-2. Got a piece of the heater. That was beautifully located. Ball 3. What an at bat from Sam here. Condon on deck. Our lineup is so stacked. This ball is actually hit fairly well to right center, but not well enough. Great at bat from Basayo. As we'll see, Charlie Condon. Been a 2-out demon for us. It's an insane pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's the 1-2. 2-2. I think we're going to throw Jorge Santana out there for the 7th. Condon strikes out. Santana has been unreal. I know he's tired. We're all tired. We've all had long weeks. Jorge is at 111 pitches. He'll face Xavier Edwards back-to-back. Big strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2. Strike 3! Edwards fans chasing the changeup. 11 strikeouts for Jorge Santana have sent this crowd into a frenzy. It's 115 pitches deep. This is some old school baseball managing. Number 11 with 11 strikeouts. Searching for number 12. Can't get it there. Here's the 2-2. Missing wildly. Showing signs of fatigue. For sure. But strike 3! Norby down looking. He thought for sure it was ball 4. Instead, it's 12 for Santana. Unbelievable. Now, is this an outing that you look to in the future? Is this a Steven Strasburg situation? Where you go, how did the Rockies let Jorge Santana go this deep? How did the Mets let Johan Santana go that deep? It's a pitch clock violation for Santana.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
For his no-hitter. Well, this is our guy right now. Fly ball at Portillo. That's going to drop in. Santana's day is done. But what an outing it was. He went 120 plus pitches deep. 124. And we're going to turn to Jojo Romero. Great outing. He deserves a standing ovation. But 124 pitches deep, that's enough. An incredible outing. Jojo Romero. Keep us tied. 1-2 to Naylor. Fly ball. Tovar going back to shallow left center. Makes the play. And we are on to the bottom of the 7th. Just a couple innings away from coming back down 0-2. Santana goes 6 2/3. Strikes out 12. In one of the craziest playoff performances I've seen from a pitcher. The 1 run was a little unlucky as well. Ooh, Otto Lopez can't come up with it. Portillo with a single to start. Leadoff runner is on. That ball was hit hard, too. Lopez just couldn't handle it. We'll see Horace Mora. This time batting from the left side of the plate. Has better power from this side. That was a bad swing choice. Way better power from this side, though. 1-2. Runner takes off. Mora swings and misses. Portillo does swipe second. I'm so shocked Mora swung and missed. It's crazy. Just late. Anything on the outer third, by the way, is a swing and a miss in this game. It's kind of crazy. Anything not right down the middle is a swing and a miss in this game. On Legend with good timing. Ellie's 0 for 3. Portillo increases his lead. They're going to throw back there. Safe. That was gas.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 to Ellie. Searching for his first hit today. 3-2. Do we try and swipe third? It's a little crazy. We just need to play for that hit. Ellie with a chopper. Stays fair down the third baseline. Ellie trying to stretch 2. Here's the throw. Not in time. Ellie De La Cruz with a double to extend our lead. I mean, hey, any way you can get him, right? Didn't need to hit it 115 off the bat. Just needed to hit it. And he got it down the line. Enriquez is in for Miami. Yeah, we got a lot of speed at second base.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Nojo's been ice cold, dude. Give us a chance here.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Got to make this 5-1. I think we will. Nojo and then Luis Garcia. It's the best options. Ooh, way out ahead of a changeup.
Full count, 3-2.
It's his main pitch, but he hasn't really been throwing it like it's his main pitch. Seen more of the fastball. Slider. Jones can't connect. Very early. They're going to intentionally walk Luis Garcia to get to Ezequiel Tovar, who's got a 913 OPS in the postseason. She has struggled against righties, though. It's a big moment. All 3. They are about to walk bases loaded for Evan Carter. You almost don't even swing here if you're Tovar. I know it's 3-1. It better be down the middle. 3-2. That is not a swing! Tovar down looking, because that's not a swing. Ellie extends our lead by 1, all we're capable of doing in an inning. That is a terrible call. Romero's day is done. We turn to the righty. Full Sands for the 8th. A trade acquisition for us. This was at the deadline. He was great this year. 1.83 ERA. We're going to warm up Duran. And Kopech, maybe. Swing and a drive to left. O'Neill has brought the Marlins a run closer. It's 4-2. O'Neill just got to a cutter. I don't really even think it hung down the middle. He just got the bat out to it and hooked it. Pulled it out. It's a good hack. We're going to right back to it. It's 4-2. We have a lead for a reason. No free bases. Make them earn it. O'Neill did. That was one guy. Tommy Troy trying to lay down a bunt. That's just strike 2.
Ball 2.
Good take on the slurve. Can he take the splitter? Good swing. Front door cutter. Troy's ready for it. I mean, he's swinging at everything right now. Strike 3. Fastball above the zone. Got him. That's just reading the hitter's swings and pitching accordingly. A bunt here for Caba to keep the Marlins alive. Tying run to the plate. I know it's the 8th inning. Let's say alive, because that base runner could loom large. Runner takes off. It's a pop-up. And we might be out of this here in the 8th. Basayo camped underneath. And we are on to the bottom of the 8th. and then the 9th to win it. I'd love some insurance. They're going to bring on David Bednar. Evan Carter, if anyone was going to extend our lead, I think it'd be you. He just seems so locked into the plate. He's one guy on this team that's not actually swinging and missing. He's just pulling foul. Or swinging and missing sometimes. We were late on that. That's on me. It's user error. Nope, it's good timing, actually. Felt late. Carter thought so, too. He missed. 6-splitter. 2-2 to Basayo, who's also homered in this game. 3-2. 5-2 just feels so much better than 4-2. We just get another run. Strike 3, Basayo down looking. Looked a bit low to me. Condon trying to stay alive. The fact that he's hitting 7th should show you just how strong our order can be. If the top of our lineup would just come alive here. Top of our lineup would just start hitting. Nojo, Ellie, even Luis Garcia to an extent. I feel like Tovar's kind of slowed down a bit. Just flies out a lot. And Condon strikes out. We are on to the 9th. And we're going to call upon Yohan Duran. He just gave us 3 1/3 in relief. He's had 1 day of rest. And we're calling on him to win this series. He struck out 6 batters. A 60% strikeout rate. It's the heart of the order. 3-4-5 for Miami. Trying to keep their postseason alive. And there is a bloop single, 66 miles per hour off the bat for Xavier Edwards, is the leadoff runner aboard. Not even close. Edwards just got the bat on it. And it's back-to-back hits for Miami. Norby reaches. And it's Roman Anthony. The go-ahead run. Fastball misses. Catches there, 2-2. Anthony all over the curveball. Smoked foul. And he swings and misses at the splitter. Big out for Duran. That is a huge pitch. Josh Naylor. I worry about this guy. Fly ball to center field. Mora is there. 2 away. We are 1 out away from coming back down 0-2, and it's Tyler O'Neill. Got 2 homers this series. Ball 4. Duran walks, bases loaded. To face Gabby Moreno, who is a clutch hitter, who has homered late in the game in this very series. Duran has lost the zone. 2-1. Ground ball at Luis Garcia. This could do it. It's over. The Rockies win and are moving on to the NLCS. Oh my goodness. That was a heck of a series. We didn't see any Augustin Ramirez. They opted for Gabby Moreno. And he is the reason why they lost the game here. Final out. Down 0-2, battled back. Game MVP. I mean, it's easy to give it to Carter or Basayo or Mora, all with home runs. But obviously, it's got to be Jorge Santana. Goes 6 2/3. 2/3. 3 hits, and shouldn't really have even allowed a run. Walked 1, struck out 12. If ever there was a coming out party for a player, it was this game for Jorge Santana. I think that's going to do it for the video. This has already been insanely long here. And I'll just come back to it even with college football being out. That's tough. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.